Hello, everybody. Welcome back to D-Zoned. I don't know what the Aiden is, but let's try using the Wadinator instead. All right, we have PR1. Oh, you know what? There is one thing that I need to fix. So I made a little bit of a goof in the last one. So yeah, here we go. So I used the Wadinator to generate a music wad for when Vitan and I did co-op-you-pluck. There we go. Nailed it. And I kind of forgot to set this back. So that was why in the last episode well, it kind of didn't have the music, or it kind of didn't look like it was correct, or the lumps were malformed, or something. Anyway, that's fixed now. I'm just going to leave this as is, because this probably doesn't have music, and if it did, it probably would be copyright infringing anyway, so I don't know. Let's just get going. Just go ahead and play through some public relations. Hello, gentlemen. Wow. You got a max damage roll for a single pellet, you douche. Right. Oh, that's a bit of a random trap. Go away, you bastards. Oh, great. Am I seriously stuck pistoling demons to death? This is not the future I deserve. Okay, whatever. Wow, this is gonna be tedious, isn't it? I'm kind of wishing I would have saved those barrels for these guys. Alright, well, this does about the same amount of damage, I think. Okay, easy does it. I agree, this is a public relations disaster. Wow. Amazing how much a single imp could ruin things. Alright, die please. Alright, already off to a not particularly brilliant start. Unless this is your idea of an adventure, I don't know. I could be the at-fault party here. Alright, so... Nope, no goodies in there. Go figure. Oh, that would have been nice. Actually, that wouldn't have been too bad if I got this first, so, it was like an early Tyson map. Or maybe the author's just a dick. Who knows? Maybe a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Never know. So there's also that shotgunner that I'm a little bit concerned about. So he didn't escape. Oh no, he's dead. He is very, very dead. I gotta say, if this is, like, legitimately a Tyson map, it's kind of a novel idea for the time. I mean, he had maps that were kind of vaguely Tyson-like. Like, you could almost argue that some of the, oh no. Like, oh, what is it, E2M2? You could almost play that as a Tyson map without too many issues, but it's not really something you saw as a dedicated playstyle all that often. Ugh, God. I do hate Tysoning Lost Souls. Actually, I just hate Lost Souls in general, so I mean, you know, whatever. Alright, well, Kako's definitely getting the shotgun. Okay, I mean, that works. Anything I could potentially be missing out on? Doesn't look like it. Oh, shoot. I panicked. I heard something... I heard a specter nomming, and I was like, oh god, he's right next to me! He's... Oh, hello. He's not. So one thing that's a little complicated about this door is that because it's one of those, like, sinky ones, enemies actually can't open it because it's not like an actual door. So, that's a thing. Yeah, I know. I am, in fact, using the chainsaw because of its stun lock abilities. Okay, seriously. The author does need to learn that health is still kind of a thing you need. Maybe you learned that by now, I don't know. This is only PR1, after all. And we don't know how many public relations disasters this author was responsible for. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you need to put health in your fucking map. That's kind of a thing, you know? Those power-ups are put in there for a reason. Not to mention that, like, a lot of Doom's mechanics are inherently unreliable, so, great. Well, this is exciting. I mean, it's kind of novel that this is seemingly a Tyson map. It doesn't mean it's well done, though. Because that's the thing. If it were intended to be a Tyson map, it should start with Berserk, Chainsaw, something along those lines. Alright, let's... Wow, block map, repeatedly. But yeah, having a single Berserk as your entire source of health, not great. I'd also argue that having a map like this in the game that has something as awful as the block map might also not be the best idea. I mean, getting really tired of this shit. Honestly, this is not very well designed. Because, I mean, like, seriously, having a hard time even getting point-blank hits to connect, so, which is kind of a common issue, if we're being honest. It's not really something the author could have done anything about, but the problem is, as always, you presumably playtested this, right? And you saw no issue with what you were seeing. That's kind of what I generally... So, I mean, it's like, yeah, game bugs, it sucks. It's unfortunately a very real fact of life when it comes to Doom that you're going to run into issues with things like this. Oh, hello. Oh, right, double door for some reason. But yeah, it's just unfortunate fact of life. However, that's one of those things where you could very easily see that it's an issue and do something about it. When you have a map that has literally a single source of health and a bunch of enemies that are actually really hard to punch down, like multiple cacos, then yeah, you'd think that the author would see that when they were playtesting the map. That's Hurt Floor. That is fucking Hurt Floor. Why? I think this was playtested in God mode. Like, I legitimately do. Oh, wow. 25. Perfect. That's exactly what the player would need by this point. No, this is like finicky by today's standards. I can only imagine how someone playing this in 94 would have felt. Like, this would have been basically impossible. Like, there's no way you can play this without cheats. I mean, a really good Tyson player could probably do this with difficulty. I'm not a good Tyson player. But no, I don't think this is reasonable at all. By today's standards or those standards, why would you give a player a backpack if you're barely giving them ammo? Maybe this is like a different experience if you play it on a lower skill level. I don't know. No text file, unfortunately, which I tend to feel whenever that happens is more of a WizardWorks issue than a actual mapper issue. But you never know. Okay, I actually have a decent cache now. And there's 18 billion cacos in a Baron. Really? And then there's that. Is that... What does that do? Okay. Does that bring... I'm thinking... My thought is something... Oh, great, and it got caught on those things and got blasted by a Kako. Perfect. I mean, I've got a whole 9 rockets for dealing with all of this stuff. And then just, like, a few random things. This is kind of not good. Just, that's my current diagnosis, not diagnostics. I mean, at least there's infighting potential. That's about the only thing I'll give it at this point. Except the Barons are wrecking the Kakos because, I mean... yeah, they get into that melee attack and then all of a sudden they could do up to 80. Hey, you got one! GG's. Alright. Come on, I want the Kako to actually do something. Come on. Thank you. Fucking hell. Okay, I was hoping you'd last a little longer than that. Wait, what did he hit? I heard something go. I mean, not him just now, but I heard something else. Like, is this wall like? Did he end up getting a no-clipping projectile? From what I remember of Pumpkin Man's video, that can happen very rarely with Barons and stuff. I don't know. Maybe. Who the hell knows? Oh, okay. Hey look, stuff. It took this long for me to get a reasonable amount of stuff. Actually, I'd say this is kind of borderline excessive. See, the issue with the starting part of this, in my humble opinion... Yeah, these guys are... I can't really shoot rockets at them because of the ledge, and they're not getting close enough. But anyway, the primary issue I have with the starting area of this map is it's too damn tight. I don't know, it doesn't feel good. This area, when things actually open up, like, this arena is fine. It looks worse than it is. But, yeah, I don't know. Just, like, the overall lack of health. Continuously opening monster traps. Which is still an issue, but at least I have ammo now. God, this is kind of ridiculous, not gonna lie. Well, at least I got all those rockets, I suppose. Still does not make this any less tedious, though. Not to mention, the lighting in this area is absolutely exquisite. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Jeez, at this rate I'm going to use literally all of my ammo in this room on fucking Lost Souls. Because that's what everybody, whenever anyone plays Doom, was the first thing they say. The Lost Soul is my favorite enemy. That was a lie. Literally nobody says that. Okay. Well, at least the health is becoming a bit more common. I'm going to save that just in case, because I don't know when the ammo supply is suddenly going to just drop off again. The other thing that I'm sure everybody says with regards to Doom is, gee, I sure love it when the lights are flashing and I can't see anything. Yeah. It's like I've said before on this channel, like, thankfully I'm not prone to any sort of epileptic seizure type issues. Yeah, it's me speaking like a very licensed doctor and stuff. But, yeah. But that still doesn't, like, even just with that in mind, like, that's thoroughly unpleasant. Granted, our monitors nowadays are much bigger than, you know, like, tiny CRTs in the past, but still, it wasn't pleasant then either. Whenever you have, like, high contrast flashing, that's just... it's not good. Like, I mean, that's literally just... stuff like that is literally intended to just blind people. But, oh well, whatever. Harping on that point a little bit, I suppose. Ah, jeez, the amount of lost souls in this map, like, if... kill count would probably be over 300 strong if I had this on comp level 0. Alright, well, thankfully the number of shells seem to be a bit healthier. I gotta say, though, these lost souls, incredibly bloody annoying. I mean, that goes without saying, but still. Okay. Wow. That is definitely one of those go fuck yourself moments. Yeah. Tee-hee, I'm clever. Alright, so what's in here? Aside from this, is there anything else? No. I don't believe so. Well, there is that box of shells over... here. Jeez. God, that's annoying. Alright. So, we've got... I don't even know. It almost looks like you have to go into that teleporter. Unless there's something... yeah, it's right over there. I think you do. What the hell? I mean, I guess technically not, because you've got... I mean, the exit over here. Which that is, in fact, the exit. But, like, seriously. Unmaxable map, I'm guessing? It's kind of what it seems like. Okay. There's also 5 secrets I haven't uncovered. Alright, well, we're in God mode. Let's just play this the way the map author intended. Because there is no way in hell. Like, that's just straight up fucking impossible. So... yeah, and there's no way to duck in and duck out either, because that's just a one-time use teleporter. Wow. I can't even get my fist to connect. There we go. See, this is a whole nother area of the map, though. So obviously you're meant to come here. Maybe, maybe not. I have no idea. I don't know what the intent of this was. And this is all probably 10 damaging floor. Okay, that doesn't open. What about the one over here? Fine. I agree, sir. I completely agree. Oh, look, there's something. I mean, I still have rockets, but I think I'd rather save it for big clusters because there's probably going to be more bullshit coming up. Right. It's a slime pit. So there is a way out of that, which is surprising, given what we've seen so far. There's also... I think I can turn this off now. Oh, okay. There's more stuff over here. So how are you supposed to do that, then? Alright, so this brings you back to the original section. It really... I mean, it seems like the only way of getting in there is through this teleporter. Which, this is not doable. Unless you're in God mode. Yep. All 10 damaging floor. Oh, yeah, and you put a rad suit in the far corner of the room. Need I say more? This is like actual contemptuous design. Like, the author had contempt for people playing their WAD. Who the hell knows what they were thinking? But we have 5 secrets to uncover. Let's just go ahead and do it using the maximum method of maximum disrespect. Oh, I see. So you just hit this random wall, and there's literally no way of discovering that secret. But you do get a rad suit early. Oh, I see. You're... Oh, okay. It's one of these. And you're somehow supposed to know this is here. Okay. Checks out. Let me just... Yeah, see, here's the thing. The only reason I was able to see that is because I had IDDT enabled. There would be no way of knowing that that path was there. Unless you just did a whole bunch of stupid trial and error. So another secret right here. Which has something else useful, but there's no way in hell anyone would know that was there. I think I'm kind of getting the general vibe of the secrets in this map. Oh, there's a secret in the first room. Much you're willing to bet that that's actually like a decent weapon. No. Oh, this way. Oh, shotgun. Well, I mean, that would make it easier. And a lot of these are double tagged, so like the door sector and the secret sector are both marked. Whatever. Oh, that was not good. That was not good at all. That is definitely in the category of maps that require secrets to beat, because I mean, it might be doable if you know about the plasma. Well, okay, maybe not the plasma gun secret. That one might be optional. No, it definitely would be. No, you'd still have rockets. You'd still have rockets. But you would have to know about that snake-like path. Because, like, let me just go back in here. What was it? 3, 1, TNT. Because just to make sure that I'm not just completely and utterly making things up. Where was that blue key? Was it in this room? No, it wasn't in here, but give me the chain gun just because. Not to mention shit like that. Like, yeah, I hope by this point your health hasn't been whittled down to nothing, because then you won't be able to survive this room and get the ammo that you greatly need. So I really didn't need to do any of that, but that's okay. Okay, so we have IDDT enabled right now. Let me go ahead and disable that. So if we pan over here, you notice what we don't see. Yeah, there's no path. So technically I could have just hit that early, I suppose. I mean, there's parts of this map that are okay. You know, it's just so I guess that's... Oh, okay. I get it. That's what this switch over here... Over where? Oh, yeah. You are very reliant on having enemies open doors for you. Which is unfortunate because they, well... They kind of don't do that when walls are marked as secret. Let's see, where was the... In here? It's just like, pretty much, in general, just a series of dirty tricks. A never-ending series of them. Right, so this is literally all you've got to work with. And the only option is to just keep, basically fake it till you make it. I mean, if you are able to reveal one, you can kind of get a vibe for where it is. But that's still not acceptable. I mean, if they wanted to do a leap of faith thing, and even then this would still be kind of obscure, but it wouldn't be anywhere near as bad. Instead of having just all the same torch, or all the same light, make like these two different. And that way it would give a player a little bit of a hint. Like, okay, you could drop down here, maybe. Like, one of the ways that Sandy Peterson did it was by just making the ceiling different. In fact... Oops. No, what am I doing? I got it right the first time. Teehee. I mean, it's like here. Which one? It is a better Tyson map. Because you get the Berserk early, and you could feasibly punch things out much sooner. And there's a lot more space to move. But like if we just kind of wander around to this area, which they're clearly emulating, this isn't great either. I mean, it just kind of slows the player down, but whatever. You know, it's... You know, you could tell. You look at the ceiling. You can figure this out very simply. It's not really that big of a deal. You need to put in some sort of visual hint for the player. You can't just have them randomly go into random sections. Yes, I know I just said randomly go into random sections. But, yeah. If it's purely a secret area, then sure, maybe. Maybe have it take a little bit of trial and error, but when it's mandatory progression, yeah, you just don't do that shit. I don't know. Again, you know, it's like you absolutely need to find secrets in order to have the firepower necessary to complete the map. So, strike one, you've got obscure little quote-unquote puzzles that you have to solve. Because again, that's not a puzzle. You're just jamming the player character into a random section and hoping that you're doing the right thing. Like, it's basically like the Doom equivalent of playing Plinko and having to get a very specific result to win. Okay, it's maybe not that bad, but I don't know. Still not great. Then, like, the number of, pretty much the way you get punished if you don't get secrets, it just really was not a good experience. It felt like it could be good, somewhat unique, but I think the author just kind of missed the mark with, kind of what they were going for. Which is always unfortunate, but, you know, what you gonna do? Anyway, just go ahead and leave on a completely different map. But anyway, with that in mind, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give that a, I don't know. I'm gonna go with a 4 out of 10, because, like, I kind of get what the author was going for. I just don't think it was well executed. It needed more visual hints for the player. And the weapons needed to be kind of in a more visible location, I suppose. So I don't know. It definitely was not where it needed to be. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.